Check out BigBadToyStore.com for this and other great toys. Trench coat, huh? We're cool as long as he doesn't try to flash me. Don't you dare!
Hey, what's up YouTube land? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Age of Extinction Deluxe Class CROSSHAIRS. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So here it is. There you got a picture of Crosshairs, all like, I have a toothpick in my mouth. I'm the Razor Ramon of Transformers. That's right. Hey, guess what? This is from a movie. Hey, look, his name's Crosshairs Transformers. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots, and you got your bio if you want to read it. And that is basically it for the packaging. So moving right along here, we have Crosshairs in his Corvette mode. And very nice car mode. Really do like it. Digging the Corvettes. You know, a lot of I really like the green and black paint scheme on it. I don't know if this is screen accurate or not, but you know, I don't know if it was a case of they ran out of budget in the paint. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, but you can see this side of the car has all that nice black striping going on, and on the other side, nothing. So I don't understand. That might be screen accurate, maybe not. I don't know what the deal is. I'm a little confused. I'm confused. Maybe it is. I'm not sure, but either way. Still cool. They actually do have the little Corvette logo molded in there. They didn't paint it, but it is molded in there. Some transparent headlights there, transparent windshields going around. Nice silver paint here on the rims, which I appreciate. Tampoed Autobot symbols on either side, although this one came out a little bit scratched up. Oh no. On the back, you got some more cool paint work going on. On the underside, his face is right there. But still pretty cool. He does roll quite nicely, nice and smooth. So for comparison, we will bring in High-Octane Bumblebee. You can see how they look together like that. We'll bring in Evasion Mode Optimus Prime, so you can see how they look together. There you go. And here he is with Hound. The brothers in green. You can see how they look together. So, there you have it. Very cool car mode, I will say. He does come with some accessories. He comes with this gun right here, which is pretty cool. It would have been nice if he came with two of these, but he only comes with one. And that's fine. He does come with two other guns, but they're already stored in the vehicle mode, and I'll show that off when we get to robot mode, how those store. But, yeah. It's a cool looking little gun. And storage for this gun, you can see here there are ports on either side of his knees. And there's a post right here, so you just take it, plug it in, and there you go. There's your storage for vehicle mode. And there you have it. There is Crosshairs, the paratrooper. And one thing I also like too is that the plastic actually does have, I don't know how well it comes off on camera, but the plastic does have that nice metal flake finish that I really, really like. I love it when the plastic has that finish to it. Just gives it that nice sparkly texture, and I really appreciate it when they can pull that off. I really dig it. Again, I don't know how well it's coming off on camera, but it looks really nice, and I really like it when they do that. So, alright, so I guess now we will get down to transformation, shall we? So first thing you want to do is pop off the gun, put that off to the side, and then you're going to start just ripping panels apart. So you want to take these side panels here, you want to untab them, and this one is really hard to get out. There we go. You want to pop that panel out, and then bring it down. And these panels really, they lock in quite securely. So you just want to untab them. You see they tab in right there. So untab them, bring it down, and there you have that. Next thing you want to do is you want to take these panels and push them up, which again, these also lock in very securely. Oh, brought up the other one with it. And you'll see that they actually tab in right there. So you want to take those and untab those, bring those out. Take this whole hood assembly here and untab that, like that. So now you have all that untabbed, you're basically good to go with the rest of the robot. Now, you're going to take the arms, you're going to bring them down, like that. You're going to take this whole rear bumper section, you're going to just take it and bring it back and down, like that. And you're going to take these wheels right here, you're going to bring them out, or bring them back rather. Bring them back, like so. Once you have that done, you're going to take the legs, rotate them forward, bring the foot down, come down here, flip out the heel spur, like that. Second verse, same as the first, bring down the foot, flip out the heel spur, and you want to straighten out his arms, because you see here, for car mode, his arms are at this weird crooked angle, so you just want to take his arms and just straighten them out. Like that. And we're almost done. Almost done. Straighten his legs out here. And the last thing you have to do is you're going to take these panels right here, which are made of a soft plastic. You're going to bring these out, and you'll see that these tabs right here are going to tab into slots right here on either side of his chest. So you'll take this one and just push that in. Can be a little hard to do, it's a little tricky. This one likes to go in, this one goes in fairly easily, but the other side does like to give me problems. You have to move his arms out of the way so you can get a little bit of clearance here. Just kind of mush that in there. Oh, there, hey, that went in a lot easier than it has in the past. Hey, thank you. Thank you. You can take this whole assembly here and just kind of bring it back a bit. Like that. And the shoulder pads are on hinges here, and I like to just bring them down at an angle there. Get everything straightened out. Oop. There we go. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you have Crosshairs in his robot mode. And honestly, I have to say, I like this robot mode. I love the idea of a robot wearing a trench coat. I think that is just pure awesomeness. It doesn't pull off the trench coat look completely successfully, but it works enough. You know, basically the car panels are what make up the coat. This is on a hinge here that you can kind of, you know, move out of the way as you see fit. These side panels here can flare outward, you know, so if you want them, you can totally have him doing the pose from the trailer where he's all like, ah! You can totally have him doing that because those panels do facilitate that. He's blowing away Decepticons while he's parachuting. So you can recreate the trailer. Yay! But yeah, it's a pretty neat design. I do quite like it. This likes to come back up. It'd be nice if this actually like locked in somehow, because sometimes when you're messing with it, this tends to want to pop back up. But overall, nice design. Digging the head sculpt, like the head sculpt. Some nice molding, and you know, some nice silver paint there on his face. The goggles aren't painted in, but that's okay, not the end of the world. He does have some pretty good light piping, which is nice. And overall, it is a nicely done design. He does have some silver paint going on here in his abdomen, which is nice. And overall, it's a nice design. I do quite like it. And again, you got the, you know, the trench coat going on here, which is just made up of the car parts. But you know, it's a case of, you know, in the movie it's in the movie, Crosshairs is basically just going to defy the laws of physics, because something that is going to start off, you know, rigid is going to turn into something that will flow like cloth. And, you know, obviously the toy cannot replicate that unless it had like 50 million jointed panels, and then that would look hideous because it'd just be a bunch of panel lines everywhere. So, you know, it kind of works as well as it can. I actually like the fact that the kind of the curvature of how the hood works actually does make it look like the trench coat is kind of like just flowing outward. So, you know, it kind of works for the trench coat. So, of course, he can hold his gun like that, you know. He's got one of his guns there. Now, the other two guns, I have to raise up his arms for this, you'll see, the other two guns actually store under his arms here. They store in his trench coats. And you just pop those out, and you see they just peg in 2 ports right in here under his arms. And actually kind of a bit of a pain to get in there. A little bit of a pain to get out too. There you go. So he does have two of these little pistols. They're simple, they're basic. And it comes with 2 of them. And you can hold them if you want. Me personally, I like to give him, you know, the one main gun and 1 pistol. And just leave the other one stored under his arm. Leave it in his armpit. These guns probably smell terrible. So you just push that in there, and there you go. There's your gun storage. So, whoop. He doesn't hold on to it all that securely because this peg, as you can see, is not that long. So, it's not the most secure connection in the world to get him to hold these. There you go. So you have that. Articulation-wise, his head can rotate. It feels like it should be on a ball joint, but it's not. I don't get a lot of wiggle room out of it. I just kind of get the rotation. The arms can do a full 360, but, you know, a lot of the cart stuff kind of gets in the way, but they can do a full 360. They can go in and out. You do get a bicep swivel. You do get a double jointed elbow, which is nice. You do get a wrist swivel. It's kind of like Evasion Mode Optimus Prime, where you basically need the guns to work the wrist swivel because they're kind of hard to move on their own. So you kind of need the gun to get that little bit of torque. Well, not this gun, because this gun doesn't have a long enough handle. There you go. But it does have a wrist swivel. Nothing at the waist. The hips can go forward, they can go back, they can go in and out. You do get a swivel at the knee. You do get about 90 degrees of movement there at the knee. And the feet can pivot up and down. And apparently for some reason this whole assembly can pivot with the wheel. Don't understand why, but that whole assembly is on a hinge. Maybe to not break up the sculpt when you're using that hinge, maybe. I'm not sure. But, you know, not the most posable thing in the world, but you can pretty much get them to do what you need them to do. And again, as far as the trench coat goes, you know, these panels do, you know, flare outward, as well as this back panel here can move backwards. And this whole backpack too, you can take it and just kind of move that back as you wish to try to get some more of a flowing look there to the trench coat. Totally up to you. Let's get that back in his hand. Hold your guns, man. Hold your guns. There we go. But all in all, though, he's a pretty neat toy. I do quite like him. I'm digging this new character they call CROSSHAIRS. Now for comparison, here he is with High-Octane Bumblebee. So you can see how they look together. He's a tad bit shorter at the head than Bumblebee. Here he is with Evasion Prime. And you can see how they look together. Here he is with Hound. Again, so you can see how they stack up. And last but not least, just because, here he is with Grimlock. So there you have that. So, yeah, Crosshairs, he's cool. I do quite like him. And like I said, the idea of a robot wearing a trench coat I find to be beyond awesome. I love it. I love it. And it's a neat toy. It's a simple transformation. I wish it kind of did a little bit more transformation-wise, because these back wheels just kind of get in the way of stuff. You know, but, all in all, though, I wish he could hold these guns better. Because these posts are tiny, and he can barely hold them. But, overall, though, I do quite like the figure. Really nicely done. I like him. I like this this character design. And, yeah, robots in trench coats. Can't beat that. But, as always, I will say, if this appeals to you in any way, then pick it up. If not, then, hey, guess what? You save some money. So, that's pretty much it. So, don't forget to check out EmGames, check out LoriPlan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Transformers Age of Extinction Deluxe Class Crosshairs. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face.
Grimlock, I give you my word. From here on out, no more trying to ride you into battle. So, are we cool? Yeah, we cool, Optimus Prime. What's going on? What's going on? My chute didn't open. My parachute didn't open. This all your fault. Grimlock, I swear, I had nothing to do with this. Me, Grimlock, get you for this, Optimus Prime. Me gonna get you. It's not my fault, Grimlock. We're so cool, right? We're so cool.